guys, it's Finn. I thought I would do a chest top surgery catch up because I'm now 3 months post-op as of last week, 27th of February. That's 3 months post-op with Mr Andrew Yelland at the Nuffield Hospital in Brighton. Things are healing really well, so I'll just go ahead and show you where things are at with that. So this is me at 3 months post-op. Everything looks great. I'm really pleased with how things are. Let's just put that down a little. Yes, really pleased with where things are. Obviously, there's still some redness going on, but that's normal. But what's really good is there's not really any stretching at all, and that's because I was very good about just limiting my movement, not doing too much, and I was also very lucky to have Nat supporting me and making sure that I didn't have to kind of lift anything. So yes, I'll just come to the camera a little bit and show you where we're at with that. As you can see, it's not really stretched. Nipples are healing really well. They're still a bit red and a bit raised, and I think they're still a little bit bigger than they probably will be eventually. But even so, I mean, I'm sometimes worried that they're a little bit on the big side. I've googled pictures of nipples just to make sure. But anyway, I'm getting used to it, because I think last time I said about seeing them through clothing was a bit odd, and I was a bit paranoid about that. But I've been covertly looking at other blokes' nipples through t-shirts, and mine are definitely not unusual. I think it's just getting used to kind of not having that kind of binder look, because the binder look is kind of very flat and there's nothing there, and now obviously with a reconstructed chest, I obviously have something there and nipples, and I think that, although it's wonderful, is a little bit to get my head around, kind of re-looking at my chest in a different way, I think. So yeah, the only other thing I have is, I don't know if you can see, I've got like a little thingy there. I don't quite know what that is, but it doesn't really bother me, and when I've got my arms down you can't see it anyway, so that's fine. I've got a very spotty chest at the moment, excuse my spotty chest. I've got like a bit of acne going on, back knee, front knee, everything. So yeah, these nipples are starting to flatten out. It's flattening out at the top. Oops, almost fell over. But hang on, let me put that down a bit more, I'm not tiptoeing. Yeah, it's flattening down at the top, but it still needs to do some flattening down underneath. So, is that enough extreme close up for now? Let me put the camera up again. So yeah, for 3 months, a bit more. For 3 months I'm really happy with where things are. In terms of movement now, I've got full range of movement. It does pull a bit when I'm fully extended that way, and that way pulls a bit there, but certainly not enough to make me want to not do it. But I am restricting my movement still, in terms of the only exercise I'm doing is cardio, running. No, nothing else yet. I'm dying to get back to kind of lifting and building some muscle, but I don't want to stretch anything yet. So it's worth just leaving it for at least another month or two, I think, before attempting that. Pain wise, there's no pain now at all, unless I sneeze. If I sneeze it hurts here still. Not as bad as it was, it's getting better, but it feels like sort of like it's bruised in there almost. It's strange. And I'm getting a little bit of nipple pain, and I think that might be where kind of clothes are rubbing and they're just not used to being rubbed. And as Nat kind of said last night, they were kind of like chopped off, hacked into and put back on again, so they're going to be painful for a while. I think these operations are done in such a way now that it kind of feels routine, but really it is quite an intense thing for the body to go through, so it's no wonder they're a bit kind of tender really. And it's good that they're tender, because it means I can feel them. In terms of feeling, it's probably still a bit early to kind of discuss that too much in terms of returning, but I have actually got a lot more sensation than I thought I'd have. Here is pretty numb. It feels like I've had a local anaesthetic here. But in terms of the rest of it, I've actually got a fair bit of sensation, and I can feel my nipples as well. It's not just kind of my finger touching them, I can actually feel it. Me and Nat have experimented when she's touched my nipple and I've sort of looked away, and there are areas of numbness, but I've actually got more feeling there than I was expecting. And even Dr. Yelland, Mr Yelland, did say that to not expect any return of feeling, but there is some. And they also are reacting to the cold as well. They do kind of like tighten up when it's cold. That's actually a little bit painful. It's not excruciating painful, it's just they feel a little bit sore and a little bit tender. Like I've been poking them now, so they've kind of like hardened up a bit and stiffened out. It's weird. But they've obviously still got a lot of healing to do yet. What else can I say about 3 months? That's it really. I'm using the kelo-cote still, and I should have got that somewhere to show you, because somebody said about spelling some of the stuff that I'm using, but I'll keep saying I'm going to write links at the bottom. If you look on my YouTube channel page, on the photo at the top there's a link to, is it called Pin It, I think? And on Pin It I'm putting all of my kind of information about my photos, things I've bought for surgery, kind of everything trans-related really, because the thing is, putting links on a video, you'd have to put them on every one, so I thought if I put it on a Pin It page, I'm not very good at all these different kind of like socially things, but yes, if you go on Pin It, there will be links there to all the kind of products I've been using. So I'm basically using kelo-cote, which if you're in the UK, some doctors will prescribe for you, some won't, mine will. A lot of people have said they have trouble with kelo-cote in it not drying, but I think the trick is just to not use too much and to give yourself time to dry off before putting a top on, because I've not had an issue with it. And I'm using a homeopathic remedy I've made for myself out of tamanu oil, Tamnu. I haven't got my glasses on because I can't see the spelling. Tamanu oil and rosehip seed oil, and basically I make a blend of about 70 tamanu and 30 rosehip, just because it's quite strong smelling. So I just water down a bit, but both are supposed to be very, very good for scars and scar healing, so I just make a little mix up in a bottle, and then what I'm doing 2 or 3 times a day is just spending kind of about 10 minutes just kind of massaging it in a circular motion and then working along the scar, and once that's dried in, then I put a layer of kelo-cote over the top. So roughly twice a day I'm doing that. I'm doing it in the morning, then putting kelo-cote on while I go out, and then as soon as I'm home I put massage again with this kelo-cote, and then bed, and that's my routine at the moment. It's really hard to say whether it's working or not. My scars feel incredibly flat, but the redness, I don't think they're screamingly red. I've seen people who are redder, but that's a natural process of scar healing. So I don't know, a lot of people rave about these scar strips. I might at some point try a couple of weeks of scar strip treatment just to see if it does make a dramatic difference, but I don't know, I'm quite happy with how things are healing, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to summer now. I'm looking forward to going around with my top off, especially going swimming. I don't stay dressed at the moment, which is great, and why should I? I've spent years hiding and I don't have to anymore, which is brilliant. Dysphoria wise, it's wonderful. I think it's trace memories of stuff that's still to go. Like I said, the t-shirt thing, getting used to kind of like a shape of a chest under a t-shirt and nipples under a t-shirt is still kind of like hard for my head to adjust to. Nat keeps forgetting at times that it's alright to touch my chest. I think I instantly kind of go to panic when she does and then kind of remember. So there was a lot of kind of undoing of dysphoria to be done, but that's normal. But in general, it's just lovely just to not have to worry about my chest anymore, you know, and just, I've been buying loads of jumpers because I couldn't wear jumpers before. Jumpers for some reason always showed my binder, whereas now I can wear jumpers. So any excuse to buy new clothes. Anyway, I'm waffling. I think that's really about it. So I should just do one more close up, because I do kind of like wave my hands around a bit. So yes, let's concentrate for a minute. Do one more close up. Epic. Right, I shall leave it there. Update soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.